Hey guys, I'm Jay Randall, and welcome back to my channel where I discuss wisdom for the modern man. Today is November 6th, 2024, and Donald Trump is once again the president of the United States. The election is over. Donald Trump has won with quite a scathing victory. It's not even close. Donald Trump is officially the president of the United States. And honestly, it is a great day to be a Republican. If you're a Democrat, not so much. It's been quite the election. Honestly, it has been an insane election. We have Donald Trump. He was dealing with the stuff of January 6th. He was dealing with assassination attempts. He was dealing with so much stuff, and people just were saying it could not be done. But here we are. Here we are, and it is a crazy day. I mean, I'm super excited. This is the outcome I was hoping for, but it's just, you have to marvel at the tenacity of this man. Like, he is not a guy that just bows out, that just caves in. Like, no matter what he's up against, he is just gonna power through. And honestly, I have to commend him for that. It is quite a day to be alive. Well, today, guys, we have another video to react to. Regarding the election and how everything's turned out. This video is brought to us by the YouTuber, The Poor Man's Podcast. I absolutely love his channel. I watch his videos all the time. You should definitely check him out. The title of the video: When Democrats Realize That Donald Trump Won. This sounds like it's going to be funny. So without further ado, guys, let's get right into it.
I'm sorry. No. Why?
Oh my gosh.
Why? Do you really hate me that bad?
I just don't understand why we can't.
Yo, they started off the video hot. She was big mad. Bro, it's a good day when you see some women spazzing, bro. just going off. Yo, that was a meltdown. Let's keep going. Good Lord.
To have a female president, why not? How much more qualified and intelligent and perfect for the position do we have to be? Why?
I can't believe Trump's actually gonna win this fucking thing. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm so pissed off. Fuck. God damn it.
I'm the President of the United States.
The U.S. President is Donald Trump.
For the astrology girlies, I just want to know, I have been studying Kamala's charts, and it looks like she is not only going to win, but she is going to be winning a second term. The next 8 years in her chart look really, really strong. Trump's...
Wait, hold up. Are there really women out there relying on astrology to determine whether or not, who's gonna win the election? Is that a thing? What? I knew girls were out there with this astrology stuff, but trying to see who's gonna win the election based off that? Oh, okay, yeah, that's... okay. Oh, wow. Man, these girls are out there. Let's see if how she takes it now that that didn't turn out as she planned.
So much.
Okay, so I was wrong. A lot of astrologers were wrong. A lot of us were wrong. But if you think that right now is the time to tell me that you don't believe in astrology, who gives
I don't believe in astrology.
Astrology right now, dude?
I don't believe.
Who literally cares about that? That is the least of our worries. This is my career. I have built a life off of reading the stars for people and getting it right.
That's insane.
But if you're going to come into my comments and complain that, well, I'm no longer going to believe in astrology after this, who gives a for real? Let's be for real right now.
She's big mad.
That is the last of our worries. My mom can't lose her Social Security.
Here comes the tears.
We can't lose our Medicaid, our Medicare. There are real things happening in the world right now. And I
Relax.
know that, like, you guys think this is some big gotcha, but I don't give a
It's
if
pretty
you
funny.
think astrology is not real right now, because there is real life happening in this country.
I don't think there's a universe where Donald J. Trump wins all 3 of the blue wall states.
He won them in 2016.
We're not in 2016.
No,
we have seen his reaction to COVID. We've seen January 6th insurrection. We've seen 2 impeachments. We've seen 34 felony convictions. This is not 2016.
If it was that close, you guys.
And he beat all of that. The odds were stacked against my man. Like, it wasn't even funny. The odds were stacked against this guy. And like I said, this man just does not quit. He is relentless. There is no stopping this guy. They thought that with all the stuff they had on him, with January 6th, with the stuff in the courts, bro, you can't stop this guy, bro. And honestly, it was his policies or just what he was running on that made him the better candidate. But let's keep going.
Putting this thing away if that was the case.
Hey girlies, so just so you know, IUDs will last throughout the entirety of his presidency. So if you want to have somewhat of a choice over your body, you should probably go get one.
Look, I wasn't going to sleep, but do y'all see this? Do you see it? Let me move in close. Y'all see that? Do y'all see that? What is going on, Trump 2024? I wasn't going to sleep until I see it, and look what I see. Look what I see.
It's not even close.
It is over. He flipped the world red.
Not
It
even
is
close.
over. He flipped the world red.
He won completely outright.
Trump 24.
Black voters came through for Kamala Harris. White women voters did not. That is what it appears happened in that state, is that if you can't flip enough white women, and we've talked about this on this set numerous times, is that you have a state where you've got a 6-week abortion or 12-week abortion. I think theirs might be 12 weeks. But it's a state where women lost their reproductive rights, where there was a very heavy push to get women to focus on not putting in place, re-electing, putting back into the White House the person who was responsible for taking those rights away and restoring them. But that message obviously was not enough to get enough white women to vote for Vice President Harris.
Bro, literally, that's all I was hearing with Kamala's campaign. Is just abortion this, abortion that, LGBT this, trans that. It's like it was nothing that the average American can relate to. Like, this is a small group of people, and we're just catering to them. That's all I was hearing about. Abortion. It's like, bro, that doesn't impact, I don't care about that. Well, I do, but bro, what else are you running on? What else is there? What are you doing? All she was doing, literally every time I would watch her debates with Donald Trump, all she'd be talking about is just, we're not going back. I never knew what we're doing going forward with her. We're not going back, okay? We're not. January 6th was, quite frankly, a terrifying day. And under Donald Trump, we are going to have the destruction of democracy. And he's going to destroy what we know as America. It's just it's just a bunch of a fear-mongering nonsense. It's what are you running on? What are you going to do? She had no solution. She had no answers to that. All she was saying is, we're not going back. Okay? No matter what, we're just not going back to that. That was the time we're moving forward. Okay, to what? To what? Nobody knew. Nobody knew, bro. And so I'm not surprised that a bunch of women, they were hoping that women were going to be the thing that gave her the edge in this campaign, that women were going to come out and vote mostly for her because of this whole abortion thing. And honestly, most of the women that I'm aware of that were voting for Harris were mostly very, very young women. like naive women, like in their like early 20s, who don't even know what other things that she's running on apart from abortion. You ask these young girls, why are they voting for her? You've seen it. I've seen it so many videos on the internet. Why are you voting for Kamala? Abortion and nothing else. They might mention some LGBT stuff and that's it. Nobody knows what else she's running on. Whereas for Donald Trump, you can actually, okay, he's running on this policy. There's the borders. There's this. It's like, you know. But, bro, so they're surprised that they didn't get the female vote.
A woman, this will be the second opportunity that white women in this country have to change the way that they interact with the patriarchy. And, you know, God bless Shannon Watts, who has tried to have that conversation. But if people aren't receptive to it, and if people vote more...
The patriarchy. The patriarchy, bro. Here we go again. The patriarchy. You know what, man? At this point, it's like beating a dead horse, but here they go. Trying to overthrow the patriarchy. Girlies, this is our opportunity. We didn't get Hillary Clinton, but here we go. Here's our second opportunity to get one of the girlies in power. Here we go. And still, even women didn't even want that. Even women, your own women. So, bro, it's not the patriarchy when even women, and what, you're going to say like all these women are like dumb or they don't know what they're doing? They still didn't choose to vote for Kamala. It's not the patriarchy. It's just common sense, bro.
You know, party line or more on race than on gender and on protecting their gender, there's really not much more that you can do but tell people what the risks are and leave it to them to do the right thing.
The easy thing to me is that if this guy does end up winning again, all of the people who voted for him will be like happy and they'll just be celebrating. And everyone else, everyone who feels threatened by him is fucking scared. Like, we're scared for our lives. We're scared for our friends. Like,
calm down.
You have pro-life women dying because their doctors are scared to treat them because of the repercussions of his last presidency.
Oh my gosh. Stop spazzing.
How did we get here? How did we get here? To know that there is that much ignorance and that much hate in this country.
Breathe.
It's so terrifying. It's so terrifying. How could you do this? How can you claim to be a Christian or anyone of moral values and support someone when every word out of his mouth is hate when he wants to...
Wait, Christian moral values? Is that what we're talking about with the Democrats? What about what Christian moral values are they pushing? Like, tell me one. Tell me anything. They're not with this whole LGBT, trans, rainbow community, not like abort. Like, what? If you're a Christian, like, what are we talking about here? Come on, like, let's be real.
People who took over the Capitol. You do not do this to people that you love and care about. If you have a woman in your life, if you have an LGBTQ person in your life, if you have anyone in your life who's not white, how did we get here? Someone tell me, please. Someone really tell me, please. Because the only way I see it is that, like, either he cheated and that was his secret, or this country is built on so much hate, and we might never get out of this. If you voted for him, you are dead to me. Go ahead and block me. I don't give a shit. I really don't. I really don't.
Donald Trump, I've known a long time. He will self-destruct. The problem that I see is not Trump. The problem is that those that can be appealed to in this way and how we've got to bring this country together. And we cannot do it by being like January 6th ourselves. There would not be a January 6th on our side. We will deal with this in a dignified way and try to put the pieces together. So we've lost, but we lost a battle. The war is not over.
Well, Rev, let's talk about, you talked about gender and race. Let's talk about race. Donald Trump fared very well with Hispanic voters, especially Hispanic men. The numbers are coming in still a little early, but I think he did better with black men than was expected in the past. What do you think pushed that, especially with the Hispanic voters going for Donald Trump as much as they did? Because that made a big difference.
I think that a lot of it was he was able to sell a lot of Hispanic voters that immigration was a threat to them, that some of the people coming across the border was a threat to them. I think that we've got to be honest, among Hispanic men and black men, there's a lot of misogyny. And I think that we've got to deal with the reality that he appealed to this whole false macho thing that some black men and some Latino men went for.
Nah, bro. I was not expecting to hear misogyny brought up. What? Bro, it's not misogyny. Okay, so are the overwhelming like women who voted for them, are they misogynist too? Is that where that came from? Are they misogynist? Are they trying to uphold the patriarchy? Like what is this? Like, bro, literally, this whole bro, I just can't believe he said that. Misogyny. It's not misogyny, bro. It's just that the American people are just don't want to go for that. Men and women alike. Even my own mother. I remember like this past Sunday, we were sitting down with the family having a Bible discussion, and my mom was talking, and she was like, look, she's sitting here with my two other brothers. So there was three of us, and we're like, you guys are three young men coming up in the world. That there's no way I can put a woman to govern over you. There's no way. And then she went into why she thought that way. She's like, listen, God set up a hierarchy. This is my mother talking. Listen, guys, my mother is like OG red pill, bro. OG red pill. This is why I am the way I am. Bro, look. Literally, she says there's a hierarchy. It was God, man, woman. To put a woman to lord over the man is not how God intended. This is what my mother's telling me. So is she a misogynist? Is that internalized misogyny? No, bro, it's religion. There's people, and even if it's not religion, even if you're a secularist, there's plenty of reasons why men didn't want to go for this insane thing that Kamala Harris was running on. Like, it's not misogyny. It's literally the natural order, right? And the Democratic Party is literally against the natural order. All it is abortion, LGBT, they, them, just a bunch of like nonsense, a bunch of feelings, a bunch of emotions. It's become the nation of emotions and not logic, and just policies being pushed for the minority, not the majority. And there's a lot of people just didn't want to go for that. It's not misogyny. It's not misogyny. Okay, 2 female candidates, Hillary Clinton and her, and neither of them got picked. My mom's a black woman, and Kamala Harris, she's like Jamaican. My parents are Jamaican. That still wasn't enough to sway them to vote for her. Bro, literally, it's not misogyny. It's just reality. It's the natural order, and we want a better future than what she was offering. It is what it is.
Guys, they just called it. They just called it for Pennsylvania, Charlie. It has been called. Just called. Just reporting it. Let's go, baby.
Charlie, what
Trump
is the number?
White House.
What is the number? Is that it?
Happened. Remember where you were when you realized that the Uniparty and all of these, just the establishment.
Just like everyone started dancing.
Just in case we won Pennsylvania, I said I wouldn't even talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Tasty Cake.
But she's underperforming President
Biden. He just won Pennsylvania.
Close in some, but
who
still
said
showing 90%? A little bit better in some key.
He won Pennsylvania. He won.
He won.
I told you.
In the red.
I told you.
Phenomenon in 2016 and 2020.
This is going crazy, y'all. He going crazy. He crashing out. David, who reporting it, bro? Hold on. Calm down. Who reporting it? I don't see it nowhere.
He won. It's over.
I don't see it.
Bro, go to decision desk. He won.
Yeah, it's just decision desk.
Bro, it's official. It's done. He won. He won.
All night as John King has been going back and forth on the magic wall, but they themselves obviously were waiting to see, were there any surprises in store? They were watching closely the gut check of North Carolina and Georgia, obviously.
And if they just say Trump bad, Democrats virtuous, they're going to keep losing because this, again, is so widespread. This is not about just Donald Trump. This is about the Democratic Party and being radically disconnected from the rest of the country. Look at the map.
Very true.
And lastly, because I can't believe I didn't hit this community yet, because I'm a part of it, to the women community, to the girlies who actually voted for Trump, to the girlies who are, pro-Trump, go fuck yourself, bitch. Literally, go fuck yourself, bitch. I hope you find yourself in a situation where you can't get out of it anymore because you voted for a man that wouldn't even shake hands with a woman. And that's all I have to say to you.
So the news.
Wow. I thought the Democrats were all about love and acceptance. That's crazy. Wishing ill will on your fellow women just because they voted different than you, like, that's crazy. I thought y'all was all about love. That's not what I'm looking at.
Out that Donald Trump won the presidency again.
Crazy place.
All you motherfucking coons that voted for him, y'all niggas make me sick. Y'all doing it for the stimulus. Y'all ain't do nothing good with this first stimulus, so that's really the only reason y'all signed up for it. That's the only thing. It's nothing else. It is what it is. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. I'm gonna get back to hustling. I'm gonna get back to making moves, busting jugs, whatever. I'm getting right to it like nothing happened.
Terrified.
Really?
I was in the army. I know what kind of power a president holds. I know how it affects our troops. I know how it affects the families of the troops. We can't talk about politics, in that uniform.
Right.
And that takes away, that's one of the rights that we gave up when we signed the dotted line. It scares me just a little bit just because of the things that I know and the things that I've experienced. I just say that we're just going to have to pray.
You think that's the main thing that takes a hit when somebody like that is in office, or is it more so like the divide amongst the people feeling like those old slave owners and those old people that was doing those things, are they back confident again type shit? I ain't never went in no white neighborhood and they was like, yeah, we're back. Like, I never got that vibe. Like, them niggas still kind of hiding they racist shit.
A lot of people talk about that Project 2025. I don't like the plan. And then they talked about, for the police officers, the immunity.
Yeah, I know about that. Yeah. Now that's wild. Now that's wild work. Yeah. But that doesn't mean that's gonna pass either though. That's his plan.
He just didn't win. He won for fun. He won the electoral. He won the popular vote. He got more votes than last time he was president. Just a total ringing endorsement for the Republicans and Donald Trump, and an indictment against the Democrats. And that's really this rant. A lot of people are asking, like, how did Trump get more votes than he got last time? Well, here's the answer. Because people like myself, independents or moderates, the Democrats gave us no choice. The Democrats gave us no choice. That was the worst campaign, and their pure arrogance and their moral superiority have.
That's so true, bro. She did not run a good campaign. All it was just her fear-mongering the whole time. Like, literally just talking about how scary the world's going to look if we put Donald Trump back in the White House. How scary the world's going to look. It's going to be the end of democracy. It's going to be the end of this. It's going to be the end of that. How scary everything's going to turn out. But she never talked about how things are going to be better under her leadership. All she talked about was we're not going back, but never talked about how she's going to push us forward to a better future. Like, literally. She didn't even know what set her apart from Joe Biden. Like, I remember watching these debates and sitting down and listening intently to see like maybe she is a decent candidate. I don't know. I went in with like open, just open to see what she had. Because honestly, I didn't really pay much attention to her under Biden's, presidency. I really didn't pay much attention to her. So now, finally getting to hear her speak and like see what she got going on, and she just didn't have anything. Bro, I'm literally seeing campaigns with her sitting down talking about wanting to give prisoners, criminals in jail, the ability to like have to transition. Yes, prisoners in jail, I want them to have the ability to, do all this. Like, what? You want to use our taxpayer money so that these people locked up can transition and do all this nonsense when we have literally thousands of people crossing the border daily, and we literally have no control over that. Like, we need to take care of the American people first. And she's talking about all this stuff. Like it's nonsense, bro. It's literally nonsense. So I totally agree with what he's saying.
Driven people away. If you say you're voting for Trump, suddenly you're a Nazi, you're Hitler, you're garbage.
Yep.
Enough. Like, yeah, I'm sure there's racists in the party, just like there's crazy people and assholes and racists in the Democratic Party, all right? But millions and millions and millions and millions of people vote for Trump. He won clear, he won decisive. So when you call us that, and when you say that, you're calling the majority of the country racist. Hitler,
exactly.
Nazis. I don't think you get the word of what that means. You are alienating all this middle ground people by acting like you're better than us, smarter than us, and frankly, insulting our intelligence. Trump's the threat to democracy. That was the entire Democratic campaign.
Exactly.
It wasn't about policy because everyone knew we want change. We're not happy with the borders, the Middle East, the economy, inflation. And Kamala consistently said, she was no different than Joe Biden, wouldn't do anything different than Joe Biden, last person in the room. Her pitch to the people was, Trump is Hitler, Trump is bad, he's a dictator. Again, we're not stupid. The Democrats were the one who were saying Joe Biden was mentally fit for 2 years when he was a vegetable and couldn't even make it off stage from giving a speech. And the Democrats would lie to our face and say the videos were edited, altered. They weren't. Then, after the primary is over, they stage a coup, get rid of Joe, put in Kamala, and suddenly she's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Same woman who ran for president got 0 votes. Same woman who can't even answer a question how she's different from Biden. Ran one of the worst campaigns I've ever seen. Just strictly, her entire campaign was fear-mongering.
Exactly.
What would Trump as a dictator be the end of democracy? It's garbage. It's garbage. The people pulling the strings in the Democratic Party, get rid of them. They've lost the plot. Tonight is on the Democrats. Congratulations, Donald Trump. I voted for him. And I felt I had no choice but to vote for him for the campaign that the Democrats ran.
Well, there you go, guys. That's the video. And you know what? I totally agree with what he just said. Listen, man, like Donald Trump has been talking about actually taking care of the American people, right? We have so much going on. We have so much going on in this country. And look, I know I don't typically talk about politics. That's not what my channel's about. However, this is a big event and everything trickles down. Like politics, the policies that are put in place all come to affect us as people. And it does trickle down to dating and dynamics between men and women. All right. And look, people, the American people, we're struggling, with inflation, buying groceries. The cost is insane. You buy 2-3 items, you're spending like $50. It's wild. Bro, we have the cost of housing is like, bro, like that's just gone completely insane. Everything going on in our country is just like falling apart. But we're putting all this money and effort into foreign countries. Like Donald Trump is like, take care of the American people first. Take care of home first. Get our situation fixed. And then once we are good, once we're thriving again, then we can worry about helping out others. But if we're struggling, how are we going to still be bailing out other people? And I think that is what kind of rallied everybody around him. Like him calling out that, yo, we need to fix our problems, America's problems first, the American people first. And Kamala, she was just doing her abortion LGBT thing, right? But whatever side you voted for, some people are mad, some people are super excited. The thing is, the truth of the matter is, even though Donald Trump won, and I am happy for that, Donald Trump is not a perfect man by any means. Okay, he's not a perfect man. Kamala wasn't a perfect woman. He was just the better candidate out of the two, right? But what we need to do as a country is definitely still pray and support him in prayer because, like I said, he's not perfect. He still makes poor decisions and says things that are a bit extreme sometimes. So what we need to do is pray and ask God to really guide his decision-making skills That way he's able to lead the country in the best way possible. So just that is the way I see it, you know? Whatever candidate that gets in there, my job is to pray and just make sure that they make the best choices on behalf of the American people. But with that being said, guys, if you got value from the video, if you got a laugh out of it, I know I certainly did. All right, I definitely did. If you got value from it, please go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, guys, take it easy.